Hello everybody and a warm welcome back to the channel. Uh, I said February was not my favorite month. March is even worse. Don't ask. Somehow I put the labels on the other trains. So, it's fine. I mean, I don't mind it. So welcome to Chatham, Maine and Medway line in Train Sim Classic. I could have turned on Rail Work Enhancer to Professional, but I didn't. So why am I showing this route and not, like, there's been a lot of stuff with Train Sim World 6? This is true. I don't own any of that stuff. Other than the remaster for East Coast Way, minus the additional timetables because they made it kind of confusing. You actually have to buy the Class 377, and I can't remember what the other unit included with it is, if you want the additional timetables. I thought it would simply be the layering you would not have, but apparently not. Which really ticks me off. We have a speed change coming up. Right now. Unlike the American routes, which we will get to in a moment, single flashing yellow. I can actually understand the UK signaling system. I'm sorry, I just have a problem with it. So why this route? Today, I'm recording this on Friday, the 20th. Is it the 20th? Yes, the 20th of March, 2026. We are never going to meet that because this thing has horrible brakes. Yeah, we're speeding along. I'm really rusty. You see these horrendous brakes? Yeah, we drove right through the station. Go to the academy. I'm not really worried about this for this, if I'm being honest. I'll slow down big time. Good. No, let's not do that. Restart. It should load in quickly. No, I do not own this and I have zero interest in it. Sorry. I want headlights 2, daytime running. So let's go outside here. I do have the labels on for some reason. I'm not sure why. I don't even know how I turned them on, but we have it. We are at Tunbridge. I'm not sure why that says Tunbridge. That says Tonbridge, but okay. So we are on the Chatham, Maine Medway line, as I mentioned. And why would I be doing that? Very simple. Next Thursday, we are getting the Medway Valley line, which this is. In Train Sim Classic, it was incorporated with the Chatham, Maine, and Medway Valley line. I didn't get the impression the Train Sim 6 route is going to have that. We will see. So we are in, which one is it? Oh, I didn't get a signal from the guard. Interesting. That or I didn't hear it because I got my headset on. And I have the train simulator playing through my speakers. Because they actually have bass that's decent. So I thought I would show you the route. We'll wait till we get up. We've got a section where we go up to 100, so I can just hit the throttle, we'll go outside, take a look. Train Sim Classic, still my favorite train simulator, period. The sheer number of mods and add-ons and third parties like Searchlight and Machine Rail and all these others that make stunning add-ons for this route. Huh. F5, isn't it? F5? F4. I think the route, myself personally, okay, I really, always admired this route. I remember when I bought it. It wasn't my birthday, per se, but it was coming out. They announced it, and it was going to be coming out. The same, I think it was just, I can't remember, but it was a birthday present to myself. I also have the Ramsgate to Dover expansion kind of thing for it in that. Yeah, there you go, Dover Priory. So I do have a number of stuff. As you can see, the performance is excellent, in my humble opinion. It's just, no, it doesn't have the same amount of cars in it. It's not as sort of high def, if you will. I get that, but there is a character to Train Sim Classic that does not exist in Train Sim World. Any of them, in my personal opinion. We can get you down. Well, no, I need to see when that thing goes off. Because I got my headset on, I may not hear it, if you will. We got a flashing yellow coming up. Single flashing yellow. So we will just coast, which is perfectly fine. And we'll get ready to acknowledge the safety system. And there will probably be another one, I'm thinking. Yeah, we got a 40 coming up. And we're supposed to be stopping at the station anyways. So I thought I would show you this route, at least part of it. This is 55, 60-minute run. I'm not gonna show all that. So yes, Train Sim World 6, a lot of stuff has been happening. The East Coastway, as I mentioned, not really happy with, you know, because the timetables add different years, like different eras, if you will. You know, and so I don't have that for East Coastway. It's perfectly fine. Other than that, I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy with how it looks. I am glad they did it. It is one of my favorite routes. I also own it in Train Sim Classic. I freaking love the East Coastway. I think it is a spectacular route. And Lewes Station is just, there's something about it. I just love it. Unlike this train, which I really hate the brakes. Mostly because they don't exist very well. Here we go. When are we supposed to be here? 9:10:26. Or 9:10. Well, we're here at 9:10. It's, you know, whatever. Paddock Wood Station? And we are a 4-car train. Stop on a rising brake. And here we go. And we got the platform doors, which is awesome on the cameras. Simulated picture. It's perfectly fine. So, I mean, it's quite built up. Remember, this is a 8-10-year-old add-on in an even older train simulator. But I think it's spectacular. We'll watch for the lights, waiting for the blues. Here we go. So the other thing that is got announced, I did watch the live stream for it, and that is some, you know, the expansion to the Northeast Corridor up to Stamford. I only really have 2 issues with the route, if I'm being perfectly honest. I thought it looked and was performing fine. I like the fact there's freight on it. You know I love freight. And I want to commend Tyler, and I forget who was it, Eric and that. They did answer the question honestly. A couple of them. One, as a Dodgers fan, I really don't care. But I can understand how, you know, they made a point. Yes, Yankee Stadium Station at 153rd is in the sim. They did model it, and that's cool, but they didn't model Yankee Stadium. Their argument is, well, it's not beside the station anyway. It's a few blocks up. Well, you could have done a lower poly model, not highly detailed, and still put it in. We do have external cameras in the sim, you know. But they didn't do that. And it's like, okay, fine. But the one that really ticked me off. Now, New York City, I've got to give you some background. I have probably been to New York City more than, I mean, maybe not more than Tokyo and Osaka, because, I mean, I lived in Japan for 15 years. But as far as, if I exclude, because that was my home, you know, for over a decade and a half. If I exclude that, okay, I have been to New York City more than any other city on the planet. I adore New York City. I adore Jersey. I adore Long Island. No, I don't like Boston. Sorry, I don't. But New York, you can say, well, you know, I'm going to say there's nothing about New York City I don't like. Be it Manhattan, Bronx, Queens, Harlem. Absolutely nothing I do not like or dislike about it. Well, it's got, look, there's bad people in every city in the world, okay? So get over it. You know, I mean, that just happens. That never bothered me, okay? Be aware of your surroundings. Don't be walking around all the time with earphones in, you know, watching YouTube and all this kind of stuff. But please do watch my channel. Like, share, and subscribe it. But, I mean, look, there's bad people everywhere. I've seen videos of people, you know, feeling really scared for themselves, writing these lines in the UK. It happens. There's bad people everywhere that don't necessarily have good intentions for you. Okay, just be smart. But I love New York. But the thing that really ticked me off was the Mayanis River Railroad Bridge. And you're going to say, well, why? It's modeled. Yes, they made a big point of that it is modeled. And that the gap is there. But the gap being there, I'm sorry, sunshines, you missed the whole reason why there's a gap there. It is a lift bridge. If the wires were strung across between the two spans, the second the bridge went up, it would rip all the catenary out, all the wiring. It's not animated. That is egregious, in my humble opinion. You modeled the gap, but not the reason why the gap is there in the first place in the power lines? You'd have been better off just like, well, I mean, you know, put the wires across the whole bridge. Well, that wouldn't be, somebody mentioned that, I think, in the live stream. That wouldn't be realistic. Well, guess what? You're obviously not the brightest, you know, the brightest light on the tree. Tyler or Eric, whoever answered that. Oh, no. Oh, that's on the other. Okay. The fact you modeled it, if you hadn't have modeled it, it wouldn't be realistic. Well, the fact the bridge doesn't lift is not realistic either, okay? So that throws your argument right out the window. It makes no logical sense whatsoever. A lot of whistle boards along there. That's good enough. We'll coast in. So that really ticked me off. Like, we have lift bridges that are modeled in the sim. Okay, is it Tees Valley? I believe has a lift bridge in it. Well, I call it an elevator bridge. Because, like, the span in the middle, just the entire thing just lifts up in one piece. And I believe there's also some in here where I don't know if we go over them, but it actually does lift. So, I mean, that really ticked me off. I haven't bought the route. One, it's pricey. It's like $58 here in Canada, which is par for the course for a new release, don't get me wrong. But I just can't wrap my head around American cab signaling and safety systems. I just, like, I don't get it, I'm sorry. That's neat. Watering bird. Interesting, eh? There we go. Lovely river. Looks like the ocean, but that's fine. So this route is really nice in Train Sim Classic. I have always enjoyed it. My bad. I'm not really worried. I've already done and got the platinum on these anyway, so I'm not really too concerned about it. All things being equal. It's a lovely drive through here. Kent, we're kind of Kent countryside, the Garden of England. It's got a nice variety. There is a class 56, I think it is on here. 55 is precursor to the Shed, the class 66. They look kind of similar. I'm just going to say I blew the horn for that one. I'm a little ahead of schedule anyway, so that is fine. Going a little slow. That's a lovely old station. Sorry, ma'am. That's not that bad. Not great, but not that bad. No cameras at this platform. Well, I can see why they call it Watering Bury. That is a lovely station. There's a lovely village. I love. So I don't know if I'm going to get it. Maybe when Train Sim World 7 comes out and it's like half price or something. But other than that, no. Hopefully we're through a lot of the horn sections. But I thought they'd, you know, other than those two issues, I think there's a couple of locomotive, EMUs people wanted, or DMUs, that aren't on it. Now, you will need some add-ons. For some reason, they wanted Horseshoe Curve or something. I don't know why. But I think it's for one of the traction units. Maybe Excella. I already own the Excella expansion anyway. So I think I should be good. There's 28 layers in total. If I remember correctly, I'm going off memory here. It was a 3+ hour stream. But there's 28 layers, I think. And you will need the Harlem line, and I believe it's the Morristown line. If you want to get full benefit out of everything. And perhaps some add-on like the M8, M7, M3. Oh, you need Long Island Railway as well. Enhanced. I believe it is. Which I already own the Long Island Railway. I owned it back in Train Sim World. If not World, then Train Sim World 2. That's a nice long consist. I wonder if I can drive it. And there you got to see the like Class 6.5 or 6.6, or not 6.5. 5.5, 5.3, anyway. One of them. So, I do apologize for not having the content. Kit and Cindy know what's been going on, but needless to say, I have not been having a good March at all. Like, I mean really bad. And the weather has also been horrendous. A bunch of rain, but there'll be people in the Midwest who will eventually get a lot of the cloud and that stuff in the rain. I am sure they will be more than happy to receive it. Because planting season's coming up here. Or they're sort of in the process of it, so. There we go. And we're a little ahead of schedule, so that's fine. We'll just coast in while slowly losing speed. And then we're going to call it a video at East Farley. So, anyways, it's been, and I mean, this is serious personal issues. Not health related or anything like that. Thank God. Because, I mean, I am in my mid-late 60s. So, praise God for that it's not a health thing. I will do a video hopefully at some point next week or two. We'll take a drive on the East Coastway. As I said, it is one of my favorite routes. I bought it day one in Train Sim World 1 or 2. Day one. Second I saw it, it's like, I need that. Because I already owned it. We're on it right now. It wasn't day one I bought this, but it was, you know, it was around the same time. I'll say the same sort of quarter, if you will. Horrible stopping, David. And there we go. So that's going to do it for this one. Little bit of an update as to what's going on, if you will, without getting it's highly personal details if I was to get into what's been going on. And give you my thoughts on what I think of East Coastway, the new NEC, and highlight that this route will be coming out in Train Sim World 6 on the 26th of March, 2026. Until the next time, my name's David. It's been my pleasure to take you on this short little drive along the Chatham, Maine and Medway. Let me go back to the menu and I can show you the route and what you get with it. Career. Oh, main menu. Drive. It's the first route that shows up in my thing because I drive it a lot. There you go. There's Medway Valley and Chatham Main Line. Hopefully they're including this Chatham Main Line. And there is Chatham Main Line, as you see, Gillingham, London, Dover Priory, Victoria, Bromley South. So I have that, and I have the London, Victoria to Dover and Ramsgate expansion as well. And Clinchfield. Absolutely. I've got to do some driving on this thing. Well, as you can see, the freight stuff I've basically done. I've still got to do part 3. The Deltic, that is a fun one. Me and that track, class 59, my bad. I thought it was 56 or something. The 59. And there you go. That's why I said it kind of looks like the Shed, the class 66. I don't remember. No, this comes with the route. At least it does in Train Sim Classic. And there you see you got Pearly, Foster, Yeoman, Who Junction, Tonbridge, West Yard. You got Maidstone and such. Like, you've got an Arlington. It's a fun route to drive. It's well worth it. I think it's on sale. There's a spring sale going on from Dovetail. A lot of what's on sale right now ends on March 26th. The same day the Medway Valley line comes out for Train Sim World 6. I don't know if they're going to add more stuff, because the sale goes to like April 3rd, I think it is. Or if they're going to swap it for completely different stuff. And maybe there's some things they want to actually carry over into the second week of the sale. I'm not really sure. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. You get notified my videos go live. We will be back in X-Plane 12 soon. And Train Sim World 6. And I think American Truck Simulator. By the way, a bunch of stuff in American Truck Sim and Euro Truck is also on sale. Especially if you wanted trailer packs. So do look at that. You can get this sim, I don't know if it's on the console. Train Sim World 6 you can get on all modern consoles. The NEC expansion thing is not on Gen 8 consoles. You must have a Series X or PS5. It is not available on PS4 or Xbox One. But Train Sim World 6 is available on Steam. It's available on Epic Games. The Xbox, the Xbox Marketplace in your sim, or the PlayStation Store inside your sim as well. That's probably a bunch of other places. My computer specs are down there if you want to see how my specs match up to yours. Until the next time, stay safe, be kind to one another, keep the blue side up, and I'll see you on the rails, on the road, and in the sky. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. God bless.